Yeah.
and that they will tell their children about, and maybe their children might tell their children about. So I love that story. And I love particularly, Jim, that you saw more deeply into what was happening in that moment than most people, that you said, okay, there's something here that we could do.
Yeah.
Right. And you also involved your whole team, because your whole crew actually had to do this to get it done so you could actually finish the race and actually win the race. So one of the most inspiring stories I've heard in a while. It was so well told
Yeah.
by you on that other podcast.
I appreciate you saying that. When you think back at those moments, like you mentioned, these are the stories that you will tell a lifetime. And when I think back on the 13 years of racing for Ford Motor Company, that is probably one of the best stories that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And really what it comes down to is the moment in a stranger's garage with 15 to 20 townspeople sitting around literally eating tacos, shucking clams, because we were in the bay there. And, looking at that scenery, right? That comes back to my mind right now like it was yesterday. And I think if we can all look at those moments and identify them, that's when you develop grit and determination. And like you talked about, the collaboration of the team, it all comes together. We can't let those moments pass us by.
Yeah. So for the listeners, to wrap it up, if you see something that looks like a terrible adversity, do what Jim said, stop and say, okay, what's the opportunity in here? And how can I realize it? And if you're not sure, ask your teammates, hey, what do we do? Because that's what you kind of did. You asked a bunch of people, and some came up with part of the solution, and together you got the full solution. So
that's right.
Thank you for that great story.
Mark, thanks for being a guest on our show, Opportunity Lab. I will put your website in our show notes. Wish you best success with your book. I know it's been out for a while, but I know I need to get a copy of that. And appreciate what you're doing. And thank you for your time.
Jim, it was great. Thank you.